Life is going to hit you, it's going to challenge you, it's going to test you in ways you never expected. But here's the thing. It's not about how hard you hit back, it's about how you stand back up. We all face obstacles, the unexpected tragedies, the setbacks, the doubts and fears. We all have our struggles and no one's immune. But the real question isn't whether life will throw challenges your way, it's how will you respond? Will you let these challenges break you, or will you rise above them? If you let life's challenges dictate your future, you'll be stuck forever. But if you choose to fight, to push through, to rise every time you fall, you're going to win. Because your strength, your character, your destiny is built in those moments where life feels like it's too much. So I ask you, when life gets tough, how will you choose to face it? Are you going to let it break you? Or are you going to stand up, fight back, and show the world exactly what you're made of? Let's talk about it. Embrace the struggle. Life has a way of testing us. It has a way of throwing challenges our way that make us question everything we thought we knew about ourselves. We all face moments where we feel like we've been hit by life's hardest punches. Those struggles you're facing, those are the moments that are shaping you. Now, I'm not here to tell you that it's going to be easy. It's not. Life isn't fair. People aren't always going to be kind. You're going to face obstacles that seem insurmountable. But I need you to understand this. The struggle is what builds your strength. The challenge is what sharpens you. It's not about avoiding the pain. It's about learning to move through it. You see, it's easy to want to run from the tough times. It's natural to wish that things would just get better on their own. But let me remind you of something. No one who has ever achieved greatness did so by avoiding the struggle. They faced it head on, they welcomed it, and they grew because of it. You can do the same. When you're in the midst of a challenge, when you're feeling like everything is falling apart, I need you to remember that this is just a season. It might be a hard season, it might be a long season, but it's just a season. The struggle you're going through right now does not define you. Think about the greatest athletes, the most successful people in the world. You think they got to where they are because it was easy? Absolutely not. They faced failures. They faced rejection. They faced setbacks. But each one of those obstacles was a chance to grow, to learn, and to come back stronger. And so can you. But here's the thing. You have to embrace the struggle. When you're feeling knocked down, when life is pushing you to your limits, that's when you dig deep and push through. It's not about running away from the fight. It's about finding your strength in the midst of it. Life will challenge you in ways you never imagined. People will disappoint you. Doors will close. But you know what? You will not be defeated unless you allow yourself to be. Every time life knocks you down, you have a choice. Stay down or get back up. Getting back up is where the growth happens. There's a quote that says, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." Now, I'm not saying you're going to go through things that will literally kill you, but what I am saying is this. The challenges that feel like they're going to take you out are the ones that make you who you are meant to be. When you survive those challenges, you come out on the other side stronger, wiser, and more equipped to face the next one. You build resilience, and resilience is what separates the successful from the ones who quit. But let me tell you something else. Embracing the struggle isn't just about enduring pain. It's about finding purpose in it. It's about knowing that every setback, every failure is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. When things get tough, you don't just survive, you grow. You grow into the person you were always meant to be. You've got to shift your mindset. When life throws a curveball, don't see it as something that's out to get you. See it as an opportunity to rise. Don't see the struggle as an enemy, see it as a teacher. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for you to prove to yourself how strong, how capable, and how determined you really are. You are not a victim of life's circumstances. You are the creator of your own story. The truth is, we all face struggles. But not everyone handles them the same way. Some people let the struggle break them. They let it take them down and they never get back up. But I'm telling you right now, don't be that person. You are stronger than you know. You have the power to face whatever comes your way, and you have the power to rise above it. You are not what happens to you. You are what you decide to become. And listen, it's okay to have moments where you feel like giving up. We all have them. It's okay to feel tired, to feel frustrated, to feel like everything is too much. But don't stay there. Don't let that feeling define you. You are not the struggle you're going through. You are the warrior who is fighting through it. So when life gets tough, and it will, remember this: embrace the struggle. Don't let it defeat you. Let it fuel your growth. Let it be the thing that pushes you to rise higher, to dig deeper, to become the best version of yourself. Life is going to test you, but you have everything you need to pass those tests. And at the end of it all, when you look back on the challenges you've faced, you'll see that the struggle wasn't just a part of your journey. It was what made your journey worth it. It was what made you who you are. So embrace the struggle, because it's the very thing that will make you stronger, better, and more unstoppable than you've ever been. Keep fighting, keep pushing, keep moving forward, because you are capable of more than you think. The struggle will not break you, it will make you. Stay focused on your goal. Life's challenges will come. They always do. They'll show up when you least expect them, and they'll test you in ways that make you question whether you have the strength to keep going. But let me tell you something. You've got the strength. You've got everything you need within you to overcome the obstacles in your path. The key to getting through the storm is staying focused on your goal. When life gets tough and those challenges hit you like a freight train, it's easy to lose sight of what you're working toward. It's easy to get distracted by the weight of the problems you're facing, by the disappointments, by the setbacks. But I need you to hear this. Your goal is bigger than your struggle. It's bigger than the doubts, bigger than the distractions. The moment you decide to keep your eyes on your goal, you take control of your future. Now, I know it's not always easy. I know sometimes it feels like you're swimming against the current and the world around you is telling you to quit. But I want you to remember this. The struggle is temporary, but the goal is permanent. The challenges you're facing today are just a chapter in your story, not the whole book. Your story is far from over, and when you stay focused on your goal, you remind yourself that this moment, this struggle, is just one step closer to your breakthrough. You have a vision for your life, don't you? You have dreams that you want to bring to life, and that vision is important. That dream is worth fighting for. So don't let the challenges steal your focus. Don't let the setbacks make you lose sight of why you started this journey in the first place. Stay focused on your goal. Keep your eyes on the prize, even when the road ahead seems impossible to navigate. Think about all the greats, the people you look up to, the ones who've achieved incredible things in life. They didn't get to where they are by giving up when things got tough. No, they stayed focused. They kept their vision clear, even when they couldn't see the next step. They pressed on, one foot in front of the other, because they knew that the struggle was part of the process. They knew that the struggle was shaping them, preparing them for what was to come. And so will you. You are being prepared right now for something greater. You are being shaped, honed, and strengthened by the challenges you face. And when you keep your focus on the goal, you'll see that the struggle has purpose. It's not about avoiding the hard times. It's about using them to fuel your progress. Let's talk about focus for a second. Focus is the ability to keep your attention on what matters, even when distractions try to pull you in every direction. Focus is about tuning out the noise, the doubts, the fear, the negativity, and honing in on your goal. It's about understanding that setbacks aren't failures, they're simply obstacles to overcome. And when you stay focused, you see every challenge as an opportunity to grow, to learn, to get better. Here's the thing about focus. It's a choice. Every day you have the power to choose where you put your energy. You can choose to focus on your goal, or you can choose to let the distractions pull you off course. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who never face challenges. No, they're the ones who stayed focused through the struggle, the ones who kept pushing forward, even when the odds seemed stacked against them. I want you to understand this. Success doesn't come to those who are perfect. It comes to those who stay focused. It's about consistency. It's about showing up every day even when you don't feel like it. It's about doing what you can with what you have even when it feels like you're barely holding on. And you will hold on. You'll keep moving forward because you know that the goal you're working toward is worth every bit of effort, every ounce of energy. So when you're facing obstacles, when life feels heavy and the road ahead looks unclear, don't lose sight of your goal. Don't let those challenges pull your focus away. Remember why you started. Remember the dream that is driving you, and know that with every step, with every setback you overcome, you're one step closer to realizing that dream. Now, it's important to be clear about your goal. It's easy to get distracted when you don't know exactly what you're working toward. So take the time to define your goal, to get clear on what you want to achieve. And when you know what you're working toward, the challenges you face won't seem as overwhelming. You'll see them for what they are, just part of the process. And don't let anyone else's opinion derail you. There will always be people who try to tell you what's possible and what's not. There will always be people who will try to make you doubt yourself. But I need you to remember this. Their doubts don't matter. Your belief in yourself is what matters. You know what you're capable of. And when you keep your focus on that goal, no one can take that from you. The key to overcoming life's challenges isn't to avoid them, it's to face them with clarity, confidence, and purpose. Stay focused on your goal, and no matter how hard things get, you'll keep moving forward. You'll rise above the challenges, and you'll come out stronger on the other side. So today, I want you to make a decision. No matter what comes your way, no matter how tough life gets, you will stay focused on your goal, because your dream is worth it. Keep your eyes on the prize, and know that every challenge is just another step toward your success. You've got this. Keep pushing. Keep moving forward. Keep your focus on your goal, because the world is waiting for what you've got to offer. Develop unshakable faith. Life will test you. It will push you to your limits. There will be moments when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're struggling to keep going. But let me tell you this, you are stronger than you realize. In the face of every challenge, there's one thing that will keep you standing tall: faith. I'm not just talking about religious faith, though that can be part of it. I'm talking about unshakable faith in yourself, in your ability, and in the purpose that's been placed on your life. This is the kind of faith that doesn't waver when times get tough. It's the kind of faith that carries you through the storm, that gives you the strength to keep going when every ounce of you wants to quit. If you're going to overcome life's challenges and rise above them, you need to develop that kind of faith. Faith that no matter how hard things get, you won't break. Faith that no matter how many setbacks you face, they won't define you. Faith that the struggle you're going through right now is only temporary and that better days are ahead. Unshakable faith starts with believing in yourself. You have to know deep down that you are capable. You have the tools within you to face whatever life throws your way. You may not always see the way forward, but that doesn't mean the path isn't there. Faith is trusting that even when you can't see the entire road ahead, you are still moving forward. It's trusting that, step by step, you're heading toward your purpose. And here's the thing about faith. It doesn't just appear out of nowhere. Faith is built step by step, day by day. It's a process. It's like muscle. You have to work at it, strengthen it, and stretch it. The more you face challenges, the stronger your faith becomes. The more obstacles you overcome, the more you realize that you can handle what life throws at you. Faith grows in the trenches. It's in the moments when everything feels like it's falling apart that your faith has the opportunity to shine the brightest. But let me be clear, developing unshakable faith doesn't mean you won't face doubt. It doesn't mean that the fear, the discouragement, and the setbacks won't come. They will. But faith is the ability to keep going in spite of those feelings. Faith is what you hold on to when things get difficult. It's what gets you out of bed every morning and keeps you moving forward, even when the road ahead feels uncertain. Think about it. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to strengthen your faith. The bigger the obstacle, the more you have the chance to grow. Because the truth is, it's easy to have faith when everything is going well. It's when life throws punches, when things go wrong, when the odds are against you, that's when your faith truly gets tested. And that's when you have to remind yourself that you will not let go of your faith. Faith is not passive. It's not sitting back and hoping that things will get better. Faith is active. It's getting up every day and deciding that you are going to move forward no matter how difficult it is. Faith is about trusting in the process. Even when you don't have all the answers, even when the way forward isn't clear, you trust that something bigger than yourself is guiding you. That's how you build resilience. That's how you learn not to let life's challenges break you. Here's something important to remember. You don't have to do it alone. Your faith, your belief, your trust is not all on your shoulders. Whether you believe in God, in the universe, in the power of positive energy, or in the strength that lies within you, there's something out there helping you. You are not in this battle by yourself. That's why your faith can never be shaken, because it's not just your strength you're relying on. You're tapping into a power that's greater than any challenge you face. And you can count on that power. Now, faith is not a quick fix. It's not something you turn on when you need it and turn off when things are going well. Faith requires commitment. It's about showing up every day, even when it feels like you're not making progress. It's about choosing to keep moving forward, even when the setbacks seem overwhelming. Unshakable faith means you keep your head up, your shoulders back, and you keep pushing toward your goal no matter the obstacles. Understand this, faith doesn't take away the pain, but it gives you the strength to endure it. Faith doesn't remove the challenge, but it gives you the wisdom to rise above it. You may stumble, you may fall, but faith will always help you rise again. It will help you get up, dust yourself off, and keep moving. You won't stay down forever, because faith is the thing that tells you that the comeback is greater than the setback. So when life knocks you down, when the storms come, don't lose your faith. Don't give up when it seems like the whole world is against you. Instead, lean into your faith. Trust that this struggle is making you stronger, building you up, preparing you for something greater. Know that you are capable of overcoming any challenge. Your strength comes from within, and your faith will guide you through the toughest times. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen. It doesn't matter how many times you've been told no, how many doors have been slammed in your face, or how many setbacks you've encountered. What matters is that you keep moving forward, with faith that this is not the end of your story. In the end, life will challenge you, that's a given. But how you respond to those challenges, that's up to you. When you develop unshakable faith, you develop a mindset that refuses to give up no matter what. You develop a belief in yourself and in the process, knowing that the struggle is part of the journey. You have the strength within you. You've always had it. And with unshakable faith, you can face any storm and come out stronger on the other side. Keep going, keep believing, keep fighting, because you are built to endure and you are destined to rise. Learn to adapt and adjust. Life is unpredictable. You may set goals, make plans, and think you've got it all figured out, but then, bam, something happens that changes everything. It could be a sudden setback, a new challenge, or a roadblock you didn't see coming. And in that moment, you've got two choices. You can either let it break you, or you can learn to adapt and adjust. Now let me tell you something. Life is not about things going perfectly. It's not about every day being smooth, every moment going according to your plan. Life is about how you respond when things go wrong. And if you want to keep moving forward, if you want to rise above the challenges, You've got to learn how to adapt and adjust to whatever comes your way. Adapting and adjusting are not just survival skills, they're success skills. They're what separate the people who thrive from the people who let life's obstacles keep them down. And let me tell you, you were made for this. You were not born to stay stuck. You were born to rise, to overcome, and to keep moving forward, no matter what comes your way. So let's dive into this. What does it really mean to adapt and adjust? It means being flexible, being willing to change when things aren't working. It means being able to look at a situation, assess what's happening, and then say, all right, this is the situation. What can I do next? Listen, nothing in life stays the same. Things will change, people will change, circumstances will change. And if you don't adjust to that change, if you stay stuck in the past, stuck in your comfort zone, then you're going to miss the opportunities that life is putting in front of you. Here's the key. When something doesn't go the way you planned, it's not the end. It's simply a detour. Maybe the road you were on wasn't the right one for you, or maybe you weren't ready for the challenges that came with it. But that doesn't mean you stop. It means you adapt. You adjust your approach. You figure out a new way forward. You find a way to make things work. But I know it's tough. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to feel like you've failed, but failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. You can't grow without facing challenges. You can't rise without being tested. When life throws you a curveball, the real question is, how will you respond? Adapting and adjusting is about resilience. It's about bouncing back when life knocks you down. Think of it like a rubber band. Life stretches you, it pulls you, it tests you, but the key is to stretch without breaking. You bend, you shift, you move with the changes, and when the pressure is over, you snap back stronger than before. The stronger you are at adjusting, the stronger you become as a person. Here's the thing, you can't control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond to it. You have the power to decide how you're going to face life's challenges. You can sit there and dwell on the things that went wrong, or you can get up, dust yourself off, and find a way to make things work. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up and adjust your strategy. The reality is there's no such thing as a smooth ride through life. We all face obstacles, we all have setbacks, but it's how we respond that defines us. Life's challenges will come, and when they do, you've got to have the ability to adapt. You have to adjust your mindset, adjust your strategy, adjust your approach. If something isn't working, try something else. Be willing to make adjustments. Be willing to do what it takes to move forward. And here's another thing. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Adapting and adjusting doesn't mean doing it alone. It means being resourceful, reaching out to others who can support you, offering new perspectives and helping you navigate the changes. There's no shame in admitting that you need help. Sometimes the best way to adjust is to lean on the wisdom and experience of others who have been where you are. Never be afraid to ask for advice, to get a different viewpoint, or to work with others to find a solution. Remember, your ability to adapt is a superpower. When you embrace it, you realize that you are not at the mercy of life's circumstances. You are in control of your response. You decide how you handle the setbacks, the disappointments, and the challenges. And the more you adapt, the stronger you get. The more you adjust, the more you grow. Don't let the setbacks stop you. Don't let the bumps in the road make you feel like you can't reach your destination. Adjust, adapt, and keep moving forward. Life may change its course, but that doesn't mean your purpose changes. Your purpose remains, and you'll find a way to get there, even if the road looks different than you imagined. When you learn to adapt, you stop viewing obstacles as roadblocks. You begin to see them as opportunities to grow, to become stronger, and to prove to yourself that you can overcome anything. Life will throw challenges your way, but it's up to you whether you let those challenges break you or shape you into the person you are meant to be. So embrace the change, embrace the struggle, learn to adapt and adjust, because when you do, you unlock a power within you that can't be stopped. No matter what comes your way, you have what it takes to keep moving forward. You have what it takes to thrive, to grow, and to become the best version of yourself. Life is always going to throw challenges at you, but you are not a victim of those challenges. You are a victor. You are capable of handling anything that comes your way as long as you are willing to adapt and adjust. Keep moving, keep growing, and never let anything break your spirit. Keep going, because the best is yet to come. Learn to adapt and adjust. Life will test you, that's a fact. Things won't always go according to plan. You can have the best intentions, the clearest vision, and the hardest work ethic, but challenges are going to come at you like a freight train. That's life. And the question isn't if they're going to come, it's how you're going to respond when they do. I'm here to tell you today, you can't let life's challenges break you. You can't sit around waiting for everything to be perfect, waiting for life to line up exactly how you want it. That's not how growth happens. Growth happens when life knocks you down and you get back up. Growth happens when things don't go as planned and you still push forward. Growth happens when you learn how to adapt and adjust to whatever life throws your way. You see, the key to handling life's challenges is understanding that you always have a choice. You don't control everything that happens to you, but you control how you respond to it. You can choose to let the setbacks break you down, or you can choose to adapt, adjust, and rise above them. That's the power you have in every moment. Adapting is key to moving forward. Now, I want to talk about what it means to adapt. Adapting means you've got to be flexible. You've got to learn how to pivot when things aren't going according to plan. Think of it like this. Life's a journey, but sometimes the road gets bumpy. Sometimes it's filled with detours, roadblocks, and sharp turns. You can't control that, but what you can control is how you navigate those turns. You can control how you navigate those turns and how you navigate those turns to make them right. You can adjust your course, you can change your mindset, and you can keep moving forward with the same focus you had before the roadblocks appeared. And you know what? When you adapt, you open yourself up to new opportunities. Life doesn't always give us what we want in the way we expect, but if we're willing to adjust our approach, we can often find that the challenges we face are simply opportunities in disguise. The detour you're taking might be exactly what you need to get you to the place where you'll grow the most. Sometimes it's not the straight path that leads to success, but the one that forces you to learn how to adapt. Adjustment is a sign of strength, not weakness. But here's the thing, adjusting doesn't mean giving up. Some people think that when things get tough, adjusting means quitting. That's not true. Adjusting means you're strong enough to make the changes necessary to keep moving forward. It takes strength to recognize that what you were doing before isn't working, and then to be willing to make the necessary changes to move ahead. When you adjust, you're showing the world that you can face challenges head-on and still stay focused on your goals. Adapting doesn't mean you failed, it means you've grown. It means you've learned a lesson and are better equipped to handle whatever comes next. The more you adapt, the more you grow. And the more you grow, the closer you get to realizing your potential. The power of resilience. Now, I want to talk about the importance of resilience. Resilience is what allows you to keep bouncing back after life knocks you down. It's not about avoiding the struggles, it's about how you respond to them. When life knocks you down, you don't just stay down. You rise and you keep going. That's resilience. You bounce back, you adjust, and you continue moving forward. Think about this. There are people who face hardships, who face unbelievable challenges, but they don't let it break them. They adapt, they adjust, they find a way to keep going. That's the power of resilience. It's about looking at the difficulty in front of you, accepting that it's a part of the journey, and deciding that you will not let it stop you. You're not going to let that obstacle stand in your way. You're going to adjust, find a way around it, and keep moving forward. You see, life's challenges are not there to defeat you. They're there to teach you. They're there to show you what you're made of, to help you uncover your inner strength. And once you learn how to adapt and adjust, you'll start seeing challenges in a whole new light. You'll begin to realize that the struggle is just part of the process, and that it's preparing you for something greater. Embrace the change and keep moving. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this: change is inevitable, but how you respond to change is up to you. When life throws you curveballs, embrace them. Adapt to them. Adjust to them. Don't let them define you or stop you. You are in control of how you respond. That's the power you have. Every single day, in every single moment. So the next time life throws you off course, when the unexpected happens, remember, it's not about what happens to you. It's about how you respond to what happens. And the best way to respond is to adapt, adjust, and keep moving forward. Life is full of challenges, but it's also full of possibilities. And those possibilities are waiting for you just on the other side of that adjustment. I want you to remember this: you were not made to stay stuck. You were not made to let life's challenges break you down. You were made to rise. You were made to adapt. You were made to keep moving forward, keep adjusting, keep adapting, and keep growing, because the best is yet to come. Now go out there and take on whatever comes your way. You've got this. Understand that setbacks are temporary. Listen, life is going to throw some punches at you. That's a guarantee. There will be days when you're knocked down, when it feels like everything's going wrong. But I'm here to tell you this: setbacks are temporary. That's right, they don't last forever. In fact, when you're going through tough times, you need to remind yourself, this moment is not permanent. So many people get stuck in the middle of their struggles, thinking that the setback they're facing is going to define their entire journey. But you've got to understand that no matter how tough things get, they will not last forever. You've been through hard times before, right? And you made it through. You're still here. You are stronger than you realize, and you've got to believe that you can rise above whatever life is throwing at you right now. Your current situation is not your final destination. One of the biggest mistakes people make when facing a setback is they let it define them. They think, this is it. This is the way my life is going to be from now on. But I want you to know right now, your current situation is not your final destination. This is just a chapter in your story, not the entire story. Life is full of ups and downs. There will be times when things are smooth, and there will be times when it feels like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. But let me remind you of something. The tough times don't last, but tough people do. If you can keep your head up, keep your faith, and keep pushing forward, you'll find that those setbacks are just stepping stones on your path to greatness. You see, when you understand that setbacks are temporary, you can gain a whole new perspective on the challenges you face. Instead of seeing them as obstacles, you start seeing them as opportunities for growth. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to become even stronger than before. Perspective is key. The key to overcoming setbacks is all in your perspective. Life isn't about avoiding the hard times. It's about how you handle them. Do you get stuck in the struggle, or do you rise above it? You have the power to choose your response. When things don't go the way you want, it's easy to get frustrated. It's easy to feel like nothing is going right and that you're never going to get ahead. But here's the truth. The storm will pass. Think about all the times you've been through tough situations and came out the other side. You got through it, and you'll get through this too. But here's what I need you to understand. It's not just about getting through it. It's about growing through it. Setbacks don't just challenge your ability to keep going. They challenge your ability to grow and to rise stronger than you were before. When you embrace that growth, you're going to find that setbacks lose their power over you. Trust the process and keep moving forward. Setbacks don't have the power to break you unless you let them. When you face challenges, you've got to trust the process. You've got to trust that what's happening right now is part of the journey, even if you don't understand it. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe you're struggling in a relationship. Maybe your business didn't take off the way you expected. Whatever it is, I want you to hear me clearly. This is not the end. This is simply a chapter in your story, and the story isn't over yet. You have to keep moving forward, even when it feels like you're not making progress. Sometimes progress looks like setbacks. Sometimes the biggest breakthroughs happen when you feel like you're taking steps back. But don't quit. Don't give up. You can keep moving forward, even if it's one small step at a time. Trust the process. And know that the setback you're experiencing is just the universe's way of setting you up for something even better. Growth happens in the struggle. You've heard me say it before, and I'll say it again. Growth doesn't happen when everything is easy. Growth happens in the struggle. The most successful people didn't get to where they are by avoiding the tough times. They got there by embracing the challenge and learning from it. Setbacks are going to teach you things that you can't learn when everything is going well. They'll teach you resilience. They'll teach you patience. They'll teach you to trust yourself and to trust God's timing. And through those lessons, you'll grow stronger. The truth is, every time you face a challenge, you become more capable of handling the next one. Life isn't always about avoiding the storms. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. And the more you adapt, the more you grow, the better you'll be prepared for the next challenge that comes your way. Don't let the setback define you. Let me remind you one more time, a setback is not a reflection of your worth or your ability. It's not a sign that you're failing or that you're not good enough. It's simply a moment in time that will pass. So don't let it define you. Don't let it make you feel small. Don't let it make you believe that you're less than you are. Instead, rise above it. Remember who you are. Remember the strength you have inside. You are capable of more than you realize. You've got everything you need to turn this setback into a comeback. And when you do, you'll realize that this challenge was just the push you needed to take your life to the next level. Setbacks are temporary, but your strength is permanent. As you face your setbacks, always keep this in mind. The strength you gain from them is permanent. The setbacks, they're temporary. They will pass. But your resilience, your faith, and your determination to rise above them, that stays with you forever. So don't let life's challenges break you. Don't let them keep you down. Get up, stand tall, and keep moving forward. You've got this. Use adversity to prove your strength. Listen, life is going to test you. It's going to challenge you in ways you never saw coming. And there will be times when you feel like you can't take one more step. But I'm here to tell you that adversity, the struggle, the pain, the challenges, it's not here to break you. It's here to prove your strength. Adversity is a powerful teacher. It doesn't show up to bring you down. It shows up to show you just how much you can handle. It's like the weightlifting of life. You see, just like you have to lift heavy weights to get stronger, you have to face difficult situations to grow, to develop, and to uncover the strength that's already inside you. So when life knocks you down, when challenges come your way, don't ask yourself, why me? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to become a stronger version of myself? That's the attitude you need to have, because adversity isn't here to destroy you, it's here to build you. Adversity is the fuel for strength. I want you to think about the toughest moments of your life, the moments that challenged you the most. Maybe it was a personal loss, a health scare, or a failure you didn't see coming. Those moments, as painful as they were, are also the moments that shaped who you are today. In those tough times, you discovered what you were truly made of. You found out that you could endure. You found out that you could keep going when the road got rough. You found out that you are stronger than you think. See, we all want the rewards, the success, the happiness, the fulfillment, but we don't always want to do the work that leads to those things. The truth is, success and strength don't come from a life that's free from challenges. No, they come from the grit, the grind, and the resilience you build when adversity hits. When life throws punches at you, don't back down. Step up, fight back, use the adversity to fuel your growth. Understand that every challenge you face is a chance to prove to yourself that you are not easily defeated. Every struggle you overcome is a testimony to your strength, your resolve, and your ability to push through. Challenges reveal what you're made of. You can't know your own strength until you're tested. That's why challenges are necessary. They reveal to you what's really inside, and when you face adversity head on, you discover not only how strong you are, but also how resourceful you are. You find solutions, you find creative ways to get through the toughest times. You learn that you can handle more than you ever thought possible. But here's the thing, you have to embrace the struggle. You have to lean into it and stop running from it. Because when you run from your challenges, you're running from your growth. The growth you need is waiting for you on the other side of the struggle. Adversity is the stage on which you perform your best act. It's your chance to show the world, and most importantly yourself, just how much you can handle. Life isn't trying to break you down. Life is trying to build you up. And the more you face those challenges head on, the more you grow. Don't let adversity define you, let it refine you. I've seen too many people get defeated by adversity. They let a setback or a challenge define who they are and they get stuck. But I'm telling you, don't let it. Don't let adversity define you. Refinement is about getting better, about improving and becoming more resilient. It's about taking the rough edges and shaping them into something stronger, something more powerful. Just like gold is purified by fire, you too are refined in the heat of adversity. You're not the same person you were before the struggle. You're better. You're stronger. You've learned to push through. You've learned to keep moving even when you can't see the end. And that, my friend, is strength. So when life gets tough, when things aren't going your way, remind yourself, this is my moment to shine. This is my opportunity to prove my strength. Every challenge you face is an opportunity for growth. Every obstacle you overcome is proof of your resilience. And every step forward is a victory in itself. The power of perseverance. Perseverance is everything. It's the ability to keep moving, to keep fighting, even when things aren't going your way. When you're facing adversity, you have to keep putting one foot in front of the other, even when it feels like nothing is changing. That's when your real strength comes to the surface. Perseverance is what separates the successful from the defeated. It's what turns a setback into a comeback. It's what takes you from being down in the dirt to standing tall, stronger than ever. Your perseverance in the face of adversity is the proof of your strength. A challenge is just an opportunity to show your true power. When you're up against a challenge, it might feel like the world is against you. You might feel like you're all alone. But never forget, you are not alone. You've got the power inside you to face whatever comes your way. Every challenge you overcome, every battle you fight, adds to your strength. When the world sees you pushing through, when they see you standing tall after a setback, they'll understand something about you. You're not a quitter. You're not someone who's going to be taken down easily. You're someone who rises every time. And that is the strength that will get you through. Stand strong in the face of adversity. So the next time life throws a challenge your way, don't shrink back. Don't ask why. Ask how. How can I grow from this? How can I use this adversity to become stronger? Understand that adversity is not here to break you. It's here to build you. It's here to prove your strength, to refine you, and to help you become the person you were always meant to be. So embrace the struggle and use it to fuel your growth. You've got everything it takes to rise above it, to conquer it, and to show the world just how strong you really are. Your strength is waiting to be unleashed. Now is your time to rise. Surround yourself with positivity. Listen to me, life's challenges are inevitable. They are part of the journey. But you know what else is just as inevitable? The impact of the people you allow into your life and the energy they bring with them. You have to surround yourself with positivity. It's not just a choice, it's a necessity. It can be the difference between you standing tall in the face of adversity or getting crushed under the weight of it. The people you surround yourself with, the energy you let in, shapes your mindset, your attitude, and ultimately your success. You see, life's challenges are heavy, but they are easier to carry when you've got a solid support system. And the best way to ensure you're prepared for what life throws at you is by surrounding yourself with positive, uplifting influences. Positivity isn't just about thinking happy thoughts. It's about filling your life with people, habits, and environments that help you rise, no matter how hard the storm gets. The power of positive people. One of the most important decisions you'll ever make in life is the people you choose to keep close to you. Who are you spending your time with? Are they the type of people who lift you up, or are they the ones who tear you down? You need to recognize that negativity, even in small doses, is like a toxin. It creeps in, and if you're not careful, it starts to affect everything around you. But the opposite is true too. Positivity, encouragement, and support are like fuel to the fire. They'll ignite your passion, push you when you want to quit, and help you believe in yourself even when the world doubts you. Think about the people who truly have your back, the ones who cheer you on no matter what. These are the people who see your potential, they remind you of your greatness, they challenge you to be better, and they hold you accountable for becoming the best version of yourself. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with negativity, people who drain you, people who complain about every little thing, you'll start to adopt that same mindset. But when you surround yourself with people who are striving for greatness, people who are pushing themselves to grow, you'll find that you start doing the same. The importance of protecting your energy. We often think about physical health, about what we eat, how much we exercise, and how we take care of our bodies. But how often do we think about protecting our mental and emotional health? You need to protect your energy just as much as you protect your physical well-being. This means being mindful of the people and situations that drain you. If someone is constantly bringing negativity into your life, you need to reevaluate the relationship. It's okay to distance yourself from people who are constantly bringing you down. You are not obligated to carry other people's burdens if they refuse to help themselves. Protecting your energy means choosing who gets access to your mental space, and it also means protecting yourself from the negativity in the world at large. Social media, the news, and even certain environments can be sources of stress and negativity. Limit your exposure to things that don't serve your growth. You can't afford to let negativity distract you from your purpose, your dreams, and your goals. Positive habits lead to positive results. Not just the people in your life that influence you, it's your habits too. If you're waking up every day and starting your morning in a rush, consumed by negativity, or letting your mind get clouded with worry and doubt, it's going to be hard to rise above life's challenges. But if you make a conscious effort to build positive habits, whether it's gratitude, journaling, prayer, exercising, or simply taking a few minutes to set your intentions for the day, you're setting yourself up for success. Positive habits create positive momentum. When you start your day on the right note, it becomes easier to carry that energy with you throughout the day, even when things get tough. And here's the truth: life will test you. You will face challenges. But the positive habits you build will give you the strength to push through when times get rough. The more you feed yourself positive energy, the stronger you'll become when adversity strikes. Choose to focus on solutions, not problems. One of the best ways to surround yourself with positivity is by making the choice to focus on solutions, not problems. Problems are a part of life. They will come up. But the key is how you respond. Are you going to allow yourself to get overwhelmed by every single obstacle? Or are you going to face each challenge with a mindset of, I will find a way? When you shift your focus to solutions, you stop allowing the challenges to define you. You take control of your life. You say, this is a setback, but I'm not going to let it break me. Positivity isn't about ignoring the struggles, it's about acknowledging them and then choosing to rise above them. It's about saying, yes, this is hard, but I believe in my ability to handle it. Surround yourself with people who hold you to higher standards. You don't need people in your life who just agree with everything you say. You need people who challenge you, who hold you accountable, who push you to be better. Positivity isn't just about support, it's about growth. Surround yourself with people who expect the best from you, who won't let you settle for mediocrity. These are the people who will tell you the hard truths, who will encourage you to go the extra mile, and who will help you become the best version of yourself. Make positivity a lifestyle. It's not enough to just surround yourself with positive people or habits. You have to make positivity a part of your lifestyle. This means taking responsibility for your own attitude and mindset. You can't always control your circumstances, but you can control how you respond to them. Every day, you get to choose your attitude. And when you choose positivity, when you choose to stay focused on the good, even when it's hard, you'll notice a shift in your life. You'll start to see opportunities where you once saw obstacles. You'll find solutions where you once found problems. Positivity is your superpower. Life is tough, but you are tougher. And if you surround yourself with the right people, the right energy, and the right habits, you'll find that you are unstoppable. Positivity isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to believe in yourself and your ability to rise above. It's about filling your life with energy that supports your dreams and your goals. Surround yourself with positivity and watch how your life changes for the better. Don't let life's challenges break you. Keep pushing, keep growing, and keep surrounding yourself with the positivity that fuels your strength. You've got this. Never let fear dictate your actions. Listen, I want to talk to you about something that holds way too many people back. Something that if you let it will cripple you for the rest of your life. Fear. Fear is a silent enemy, creeping in when you least expect it, trying to convince you that you're not enough, that you can't do it, that the mountain is too high to climb. Fear has a way of convincing you to settle for less than you deserve. But let me tell you this right now, don't let fear dictate your actions. Fear is a natural part of being human. Everyone experiences it. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they choose to deal with that fear. Will you let it hold you back, or will you use it to fuel your growth? The choice is yours. Fear is an illusion. Fear tries to make us believe that it's a fact. It tries to convince us that something is truly dangerous even when it's not. But let me be clear. Fear is often just an illusion. It's a projection of something that hasn't even happened yet. It's imagining the worst-case scenario and convincing yourself that it's inevitable. But guess what? You have the power to rewrite that narrative. You don't have to let it shape your decisions. Your actions and your future are too important to let fear decide your next move. The truth is, fear is almost always based on the unknown. You don't know what's on the other side of your discomfort, so fear fills the gap. But that's exactly why you need to push through it. Because on the other side of fear is growth, opportunity, and transformation. Fear will always be there, but you can't let it paralyze you. Here's the reality. Fear is not something that ever fully disappears. There are always going to be challenges, always going to be moments where the fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown creeps in. But the key to success is learning to move in spite of fear. You won't always feel ready. You won't always feel confident, but you have to act anyway. I'm not telling you that fear won't ever show up. I'm telling you that you can still move forward even with fear by your side. Fear doesn't have to paralyze you. It doesn't have to stop you in your tracks. It can become the driving force that propels you to take action. Think about it for a second. Some of the most successful people on this planet didn't do things because they had no fear. They did them in spite of fear. They stepped out of their comfort zone. They took risks. They made moves that felt uncomfortable. And they succeeded because they didn't let fear stop them. If they can do it, so can you. Fear is a sign that you're on the right path. Now, let me flip the script on you for a second. You see, fear doesn't always mean that you're in danger. It can be a sign that you're on the right path. Fear can be a signal that you're stepping into something that will help you grow. It's easy to feel fear when you're on the verge of something new, something unknown. But those are the moments when you're pushing your limits, stepping out of your comfort zone, and evolving into the person you're meant to be. If you're not feeling a little fear, you're probably not challenging yourself enough. The biggest growth happens when you're at the edge of your comfort zone. So if you're scared, that's okay. It means you're pushing yourself to new heights. But don't let fear stop you from reaching that next level. Don't let it stop you from chasing your dreams or pursuing that next opportunity. Fear is temporary. Action kills fear. Now, here's the secret to overcoming fear: action. The best way to deal with fear is to take action. Don't wait until you feel ready. You'll never feel 100% ready. You'll never have the perfect moment. The right time is now. Taking action, even when you feel the fear, is how you start to diminish it. It's like taking small steps in the dark. At first you're unsure, but with every step you take, you start to see the light a little clearer. The more you push through fear, the smaller it becomes. You'll find that what once seemed terrifying becomes something you can handle step by step. Action breaks down fear, and every small victory you have in the face of fear builds your confidence. Before you know it, you'll be taking bigger risks, making bigger moves, and stepping into your greatness like you were born to do. The cost of inaction. What happens if you don't take action? What happens if you let fear make your decisions for you? I'll tell you what happens. You stay stuck. You stay right where you are, in the same place, with the same problems and the same frustrations. That's the cost of inaction. When you don't move because you're afraid, you forfeit the opportunity to change, to grow, and to become something more. The longer you let fear dictate your actions, the longer you'll hold yourself back from reaching your potential. Fear doesn't just rob you of today, it robs you of your future. The power of believing in yourself. Now, in order to move beyond fear, you have to believe in yourself. You have to understand that fear doesn't define you. You define yourself. You are capable. You are strong. You are worthy of success, and you have everything you need inside you to make it happen. Believing in yourself isn't just a feel-good statement. It's a commitment, a decision you make over and over again in the face of fear, doubt, and uncertainty. The power of self-belief will push you through when fear tries to stop you. When you know, deep down, that you are capable of more, you will find a way to make it happen. Don't let fear run your life. So here's the bottom line. Fear is a part of life, but it doesn't have to be the master of your life. You are the one in control. You have the power to choose how you respond to fear. Fear doesn't get to decide whether you take action or not. You decide. You've got big dreams. You've got goals that are worth fighting for, and the only thing standing between you and the life you want is the fear that's trying to hold you back. Don't let fear win. You've got greatness inside of you. You've got the strength, the resilience, and the power to overcome anything that stands in your way. Move in the face of fear. Take action. Rise above. Don't let life's challenges break you. Let them build you. You've got this. Keep moving forward, no matter what. Let me tell you something. Life isn't easy. It's tough. It will challenge you. It will knock you down, tear at your heart, make you question yourself, and leave you wondering if you can take another step. But let me tell you this. Keep moving forward, no matter what. We've all faced obstacles. Some of us have dealt with rejection, heartbreak, financial struggles, or loss. You've probably been in a place where you didn't know how you were going to keep going, right? But I'm here to remind you that moving forward is the only option. No matter how hard it gets, no matter how heavy the weight is on your shoulders, you cannot afford to stop moving forward. Life doesn't always hand you what you expect or what you want, but it always gives you what you need. And what you need right now is to keep pushing forward. It's easy to get stuck. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going your way. But remember this, every step you take, no matter how small, is progress. And progress is the key to overcoming everything that's holding you back. When life pushes you down, get back up. You're going to get knocked down, that's a given. Life will test you. It'll bring you to your knees, sometimes without warning. But it's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you get back up. You are defined by the way you respond to adversity, not by the adversity itself. Here's the truth. The people who succeed in life aren't the ones who never face challenges. They're the ones who face them head on and keep moving forward. They fall down, but they rise up. And they rise up stronger than before. It's easy to feel defeated. But remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. It's a lesson. You grow from the struggle. Without challenges, you wouldn't learn your true strength. You wouldn't find out what you're truly capable of. So when life pushes you down, don't stay down. Get back up. Stand tall. Keep moving forward. Focus on progress, not perfection. Let me tell you something. Don't ever expect perfection. No one's journey is perfect. There will be mistakes. There will be failures. There will be things you don't understand, and that's okay. It's part of the process. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to be perfect to keep moving forward. You don't have to have all the answers to keep going. What matters is that you take that next step. Sometimes you'll take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's okay. As long as you keep moving, you're heading in the right direction. The journey isn't about how fast you go, it's about how persistent you are. If you keep moving, if you stay consistent, you will eventually get there. Keep your eyes on the prize. When life gets tough, it's easy to lose sight of your goals. It's easy to get distracted by the struggles in front of you. But you have to keep your eyes on the prize. Your vision, your dreams, and your purpose should be the driving force that pulls you forward. When you feel like quitting, think about why you started. Think about the vision you have for your life. Think about the people who depend on you. And if nothing else, think about the person you're becoming through all of this. The person who refuses to quit. The person who gets back up every single time. The person who won't let life's challenges break them. Stay focused. Stay determined. Don't let distractions take you off course. The path may not be easy, but it's yours to walk, and no one can take that away from you. Resilience is the key. Resilience is one of the most important qualities you can cultivate. It's the ability to bounce back from setbacks, to face adversity head on, and to keep pushing forward no matter what life throws your way. Resilience is what will make you unstoppable. When you're resilient, you don't crumble when things get hard. You get stronger. You learn to adapt. You find new ways to keep moving forward. Resilience doesn't mean you won't feel pain or frustration. It means that even in the face of those things, you choose to keep going. You refuse to let them stop you. Think of some of the greatest success stories in history. Think of the people who've overcome the greatest obstacles. The reason they succeeded is simple. They kept moving forward. They didn't let the tough times define them. They used the tough times to fuel their growth. And you can do the same. Take it 1 step at a time. Sometimes the idea of taking that giant leap forward feels overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you, it doesn't have to be a giant leap. Take it 1 step at a time. Break your journey into smaller, more manageable steps. Focus on what you can control in the moment. What can you do today to move forward? What's the next small step you can take? Each small step adds up. With every step you take, you build momentum. And before you know it, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You won't have to focus on the whole mountain at once. You'll be able to climb it 1 step at a time. Just keep moving forward. Embrace the uncertainty. One of the hardest things about moving forward is that the future is uncertain. You don't always know what lies ahead, and that can make you hesitant. But let me tell you something. The uncertainty is not a curse. It's an opportunity. Embrace it. Uncertainty means that there are endless possibilities. It means that there is room for growth, for learning, and for finding new opportunities. When you let go of the need to control everything, you allow yourself to flow with life. You start to trust the process, even when you don't know exactly how it will turn out. The truth is, you don't have to have all the answers right now. What you need is faith. Faith that as long as you keep moving forward, you will find your way. The answers will come. The clarity will come. And when it does, you'll be ready, because you didn't stop. You kept moving forward. Keep moving forward. So here's the message I want you to carry with you today. No matter what happens, no matter how tough life gets, you have to keep moving forward. It's not about how many times you fall, it's about how many times you rise. You are strong, you are resilient, you are capable, and no obstacle, no challenge, no setback can take that away from you. Keep moving forward, even when you feel like you can't, even when you feel like giving up. Keep moving forward. You got this. Keep going. The best is yet to come. Remember your worth. Listen to me when I say this. You are worth more than any challenge life throws your way. When life knocks you down, when the road gets tough, when the world seems to be against you, never forget who you are. You are strong. You are capable. You are valuable. Too many times, we let life's challenges cloud our vision of ourselves. We go through struggles, face rejection, or deal with loss, and we start to doubt ourselves. We start to feel less than, like we're not enough, like we don't measure up. But I'm here to tell you, your worth is not determined by the struggles you face. Your worth is inherent. It's who you are at your core. It's not about your mistakes, your failures, or your setbacks. It's about your heart, your character, and your ability to rise every time you fall. I know life can hit hard. I know that sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is pressing down on you. But I also know that inside you there is a fire. There's a strength that can't be broken. Remember your worth, especially in those moments when life tries to tear you down. You are not defined by your struggles. First and foremost, your struggles do not define you. They don't make you less. They don't make you weak. They don't make you a failure. Life has a way of challenging us, testing our patience and putting obstacles in our path. But those obstacles do not determine your value. It's how you rise from them, how you move forward, how you overcome them that reveals your true worth. I've been there. I've faced rejection, failure, and loss, just like you. And in those moments, I've been tempted to doubt myself. I've wondered if I was enough. I've questioned my abilities, my purpose, my place in this world. But each time, I've had to remind myself, my worth is not tied to my circumstances. Your worth is not determined by your circumstances either. You are not less because of the challenges you've faced. You are more because you've made it through them. You are enough, just as you are. There's a power in knowing that you are enough, just as you are. Too many of us spend our lives chasing validation from others, seeking approval, trying to measure up to some standard that doesn't reflect our true value. But your worth isn't based on what other people think of you, how they treat you, or whether or not they accept you. Your worth is based on who you are. Your integrity, your passion, your resilience, and your capacity to love and give. Understand this: you are enough, exactly as you are. You don't need to change for anyone. You don't need to apologize for your dreams, your strengths, or your flaws. Everything about you, your personality, your abilities, your heart, makes you enough. When life challenges you, when people doubt you or criticize you, remember this: they don't see the real you. They see a snapshot. They don't know your heart, your struggles, your strength. Only you know that. Only you can truly define your worth. Focus on your strengths, not your weaknesses. You've got to understand that we all have weaknesses. We all have areas where we need growth. But your weaknesses don't take away from your worth. What matters most is how you focus on your strengths. Are you a fighter? Are you someone who refuses to quit? Do you have a heart that won't stop giving no matter the cost? When life tries to beat you down, Focus on what makes you strong. Remind yourself of the times you've overcome obstacles. Think about the moments when you've proven to yourself that you are capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. Think about your determination, your grit, your perseverance. That's the real measure of your worth. Not the challenges, not the setbacks, but your ability to rise, to fight, and to keep going. Learn to protect your peace and your value. Part of remembering your worth is learning to protect your peace. Don't let anyone or anything rob you of your sense of self. Life will throw people your way who try to dim your light, who try to make you feel small. There will be moments where you're faced with negative energy, hurtful words, or unkind actions. But you have to make a decision. Will you let those things define you? Protect your peace, protect your worth. When you know your value, you don't let anyone or anything make you question it. You don't let the opinions of others define who you are. You set boundaries. You walk away from situations and people who don't respect you. Because you know your worth. You don't need to prove it to anyone. Sometimes life's challenges come with a price. People will try to tear you down to make themselves feel better. But you can't let them. Stand firm in who you are, in your worth, and protect your peace with everything you've got. Keep rising, keep moving forward. Finally, when life knocks you down, get back up. I'm telling you right now, you have to keep moving forward. The only way to prove your worth is to keep going, even when you feel like quitting. Life's challenges are inevitable, but what's also inevitable is your ability to overcome them. You are stronger than you realize. Every time you rise from a fall, you show the world, and more importantly, you show yourself that you know your worth. The struggle you're going through right now might feel overwhelming, but don't let it break you. Use it to build you. Use it to shape you into the person you're destined to become. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Your worth doesn't decrease in difficult times, it only increases because you're learning, growing, and becoming stronger. Stand in your power. Here's the truth. Life's challenges may shape you, but they don't define you. Your worth is immeasurable. It is a constant, unwavering truth that no one and nothing can take away from you. When you remember your worth, you carry yourself differently. You walk with your head held high, knowing that you are enough, no matter what's going on around you. So the next time life tries to knock you down, remember this. You are worth more than your struggles. You are enough. And no matter what, you deserve to live a life that reflects that truth. Stand tall, walk in your power, and never let life's challenges make you forget your worth. Keep moving forward. So there you have it. Life's challenges, setbacks, and doubts can test you, but they should never define you. The key is to remember your worth and keep pushing forward. When you embrace your struggles, focus on growth, and refuse to let fear or negativity hold you back, you become unstoppable. You have the strength, the resilience, and the potential to rise above any obstacle. Now, to answer the question we began with, don't let life's challenges break you, because they're not here to defeat you, they're here to shape you into the person you're meant to be. Every setback is a setup for a greater comeback. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's one way you've turned a challenge into an opportunity? Share your story in the comments below. It might inspire someone else who needs to hear it today. And before you go, click on the next video. It's packed with even more wisdom and motivation to help you keep moving forward. Remember, your journey doesn't stop here. It's just beginning. Keep rising, keep believing, and keep moving forward. I'll see you in the next video.